protests like this can only take place with government sanction. And for the Chinese government, it's a tailor-made way of distracting attention away from allegations that the Chinese stole nuclear weapons secrets from the U.S. This is something the Chinese leadership knows is dangerous. So no surprise that China's vice president told a nationwide audience tonight that while the government backed the protest, the police will not let the protesters off their very short leash, focusing on the American attack. The U.S. Embassy issued a statement of, quote, sorrow to the people of China over the NATO bombing and condolences to the families of the innocent victims. Lofty words, but not likely to change the angry mood in the least. Barry Peterson, CBS News, Tokyo.
And many Chinese Americans are carefully watching the unrest in China. Chinese Americans here in Northern California who worry that the truth may be the biggest casualty of all. Our Chris Capra is in the newsroom with more on that story. Chris?
Well, Marcy, you'd be pretty hard-pressed to find many Chinese Americans who actually believe that the NATO missile hit in Belgrade was intentional. But they're talking to friends and family living in China, and the message there portrays the United States as nothing but naked political aggressor. An embassy under siege. It's no place for an American to be. Sonny Chong watches it all from his living room. U.S. born with friends and family over there, he worries about what's next and blames it on the Chinese media.
I think they get a kind of a skewed end of what they want to hear, and of course the younger students and the younger generations are looking for some ways to express themselves, and I think this demonstration against the United States is very easy for them to do.
Easy in part because the Chinese guards apparently do nothing to stop it.
Some people say it's terrible. Maybe the third war is coming.
Peter Huang is a Chinese-born American who talks to friends back home, and he worries about how the story is being told in China. That some see the NATO missile hit on the Chinese embassy in Belgrade as nothing short of intentional may turn out to be a perception that's very difficult to change.
In China, I think some of the people, they think because China have a different opinion with United States, and maybe they find the target and to do these things. But I don't think everybody agree with that because they know two countries just built the relationship now.
And both men are very optimistic that the way U.S.-China relations were improving before this latest crisis developed will pave the way for all of this to pass. But China's suspension of all military contacts with the U.S. tonight does indeed cast some doubt on that optimism. In the newsroom, I'm Chris Capra. Marcy, back to you.
And certainly the pictures tonight don't look good at all for us.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris. And in tonight's Supercast question, we asked, do you think NATO's bombing of the Chinese embassy was an accident? Anthony Martinez from Sacramento says yes. China's seat on the UN Security Council makes them an important player for possible peace in Kosovo. NATO wants a way out and wouldn't risk the Chinese vetoing a UN peacekeeping force in the Balkans. Marvin Lean of Rio Linda disagrees. He writes, the White House has shown it has a terrible record when it comes to bombing civilians, refugee convoys, hospitals, residential neighborhoods, and now an embassy. The excuse, a tragic mistake. We want to thank everyone who responded to tonight's question. And the crisis in Kosovo is also hitting home for dozens of reservists from the 940th Refueling Unit who were called into action and took off for Europe this morning. The reservists got word in April that they could be called to help in Operation Allied Force. And this morning, 24 reservists took off from Beale Air Force Base aboard a KC-135. They are the first in a series of deployments scheduled to take place this week. And we have learned that a National Guard unit from Roseville has also been activated, but not yet deployed. Other news now, and high winds are to blame for a hot air ballooning accident that left 3 people in serious condition. The balloon was in the air for nearly an hour when gusty winds pushed it into power lines. The impact created an explosion that engulfed the balloon in flames and sent it fluttering to a nearby field. The pilot escaped with burns and a broken leg when he jumped from the craft. The 2 passengers suffered serious burns to their bodies. The cold water of the Yuba River has claimed the lives of 2 Bay Area men. One of the men was trying to cross the river at the South Fork near the town of Washington when he lost his footing. His friend went after him, but was overcome by the cold water. Search crews found the men's bodies, but were not able to save them. And today's drownings are a very real reminder of just how important water safety is. Experts say about 80% of all boating deaths can be prevented if life vests are worn and worn properly. Flotation devices come in all shapes and sizes, but you need to make sure you're wearing the one that's right for you.
And they're not all the same. For instance, I've seen some people try a ski life jacket. Those don't work out here. There's not enough flotation in them.
If the vests have a tear, the Coast Guard advises you to just buy a new one. Buying new jackets can sometimes be fun, especially if it's for a little body. Just ahead at the news at 11, tragedy strikes for another child star from the 80s sitcom Different Strokes. And it's being called the worst bus crash in New Orleans history. The latest on the crash of a casino-bound bus.
Well, good Sunday evening to you. I'm Bill Kelly in the Weather Center. Another beautiful day today. We have some high clouds. We'll let you know if that is going to stick around through the work week. We'll have that for you coming up.
Monday at 5 and 10 on KOVR 13 News. In vitro fertilization. It can give infertile couples the gift of life. But this medical miracle leaves behind excess embryos.
We have 4 fertilized eggs sitting there. What are we going to do with them?
Frozen and stored away. Who decides the fate of potential human life?
Even though there's no heartbeat, it's still alive.
The controversy over too many embryos.
Monday at 5 and 10
on KOVR 13 News.
Oh, dudes. Keep trying to tell you what it's like in California, but you just won't believe it. So my girlfriend Tina, she got together with some of her friends and took some pictures. That, my friends, is a nice California cheddar.
If it's the cheese, it's real California cheese.
Hey, Homer. Homer.
I come here, about once a month. But this one, he's here once a week.
Hey, Glenda, look at here. You never go directly to what you want. You've got to roam around. Just what I've been looking for. Every now and then you find things you just are total surprise. Holy smokes. But every time we come in the door, she'll see something.
Look, insulated.
In fact, this morning,
oh my goodness,
she immediately found something she couldn't live without.
I have a good eye.
Well, she does have a good eye. She got me.
When Americans take to the road, they generally take stuff.
Well, we have the stroller, which has to be in the car at all times.
It transports my bike and anybody else that wants to go.
That's why Americans are switching to Chevy Malibu.
Powerful, roomy, comfortable.
Malibu offers a V6 and still costs over $3,000 less than Camry and Accord.
We're very happy we bought the Malibu.
The car you knew America could build. Malibu.
Now you can drive away in a new Malibu for just $219 a month. Call for more lease details.
Closed captioning on this newscast is underwritten by Sleep Train and Beauty Rest.
More passengers have died after a charter bus accident in New Orleans. The bus was carrying a casino club headed for a Mother's Day gambling trip. Tonight, the death toll from the crash has risen to 23, and 18 other passengers are still hospitalized. Reporter Dan Simon has more.
It's being called the worst traffic accident in New Orleans history. A chartered bus carrying dozens of people skids across 3 lanes of traffic Sunday morning before plunging into a ravine.
It was horrible. It was horrible. And the front of the bus was all crashed in. People were hanging out and crying for help, so my husband started breaking windows, trying to get people out.
There were many, many good Samaritans on the road who, when they saw what happened, didn't hesitate. They jumped out of their vehicles and they went to work in an effort to try to save lives.
First responder fire department. The victims were on a Mother's Day gambling excursion to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. They included 8 members of one family. Many were elderly, some in their 80s. The driver, who survived the crash, told officials he swerved to avoid a car that cut him off. The bus was so mangled with people crushed between twisted metal that it took rescue crews 4 hours to remove all the bodies. Dan Simon for CBS News, New Orleans.
The driver of the bus and at least one witness says the bus swerved when a small white car cut it off. Yesterday, we told you about a new report that said a Modesto woman, Rachel Campbell, had banking information belonging to murdered sightseer Carol Sund. Our I-team has also learned that a woman said to be close to one of the potential suspects in the case told another man in a taped conversation that her friend raped and killed Carol Sund and Silvina Peloso. She also said her friend gave her some of the victim's possessions, including Carol Sund's identification, and that she was in the process of altering the ID. In news around the nation tonight, the actress who played Kimberly Drummond on the 1980s hit TV show Different Strokes has died from a drug overdose. Police say the overdose of actress Dana Plato appears to have been accidental. The 34-year-old apparently took a painkiller along with Valium while on a Mother's Day visit at the home of her fiance's parents in Oklahoma. A flatbed flipped over in Maine, sending millions of angry bees onto a busy highway, 18 million bees to be exact. Firefighters sprayed water into the hives to keep the bees inside, but some escaped and stung the cleanup crew. The curious cargo was finally rounded up and sent on its way. Well, the weather was pretty nice to Mom today, but will it stick around for the work week? Bill Kelly is up next with all the answers.
You could say I have an addiction to flowers.
We love to garden. The thing is, there's always something that you need.
It can be expensive, but that's why we're here.
I have over 36 petunias in one bed alone.
People know they can afford to shop here.
I think we're going to do some begonias here pretty soon.
Yeah, we need some begonias.
And we'd have great prices on begonias.
Great plants, great prices. Always at Walmart.
Walmart makes it possible for us to have a yard we can be proud of.
What a nice thing to say.
Jim? The Accord from Honda. How will it affect you?
Are you with us, Jim?
We've been making Earth Grains bread for so long with so much goodness in every loaf, we never really thought we could ever top it. Until we did. With Harvest Top breads from Earth Grains. Wholesome good taste with whole grain goodness from bottom to top. Harvest Top. I guess you could say we even topped ourselves. Earth Grains. Now we've topped ourselves again with new Harvest Top Golden Pecan.
Come on!
Okay, now, who's you got?
Oh, he's the short, stocky guy on third. Legs first! Legs first! No!
Brutal.
You know, it's almost like he knows I'm up here.
Keeps you busy, doesn't he? Peanut?
I should get down there. He's catching this inning.
Life's unpredictable. At least on the job, you can count on workers' compensation insurance from State Fund to protect your employees. The rest of the time, let's just hope they've got all the protection they need.
Which one do you like?
I like the white one.
Let Mervyn's put more color and style in your life with hundreds of top national name brands. Mervyn's California. Big brands, small prices.
Well, you know what they say, like mother, like daughter, and that was sure the case at a Los Angeles mall today. Moms from around the state took their little girls to a Southern California mall to compete in today's mother-daughter look-alike contest. Whether it was the hat or the glasses, this contest had some judges seeing double, or in some cases, triple. And that's something. Well, the maternity ward at Sacramento's Sutter Hospital was bustling with activity today. That's where 15 women celebrated Mother's Day with the birth of their brand new babies. And photojournalist Stan Peckner was there to catch their first Mother's Day.
Well, I would imagine this makes it real special. Having your baby born on this day makes it very memorable.
This is number 3. All girls. It's the best present in the world. Unexpected, but...
Oh, my goodness. Let me see your finger. You got your finger here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're giving your debut.
We were pretty excited.
You're going to see your mommy.
It's special. You know, a little one, no matter what day of the week, it's always a special time for you. What would I wish for them? Just to have lots of love, no prejudice, all the natural things, you know, that mothers want for their children.
Hopefully she'll do wonderful things. Be a doctor, take care of her mom.
Look at that. Phil and I are going like this to the monitor. Oh, they're so cute. We just want to hold them. Congratulations to all those mothers.
Yes.
What a wonderful Mother's Day for them.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you
Thank
as
you.
well.
My very first.
First one,
yes. It's exciting.
Very exciting. And the weather was a nice day for Mother's
It sure
Day
was.
as well. It's going to be a nice day tomorrow, too. We'll get a look outside. These pictures taken by our own... Who took these? Andy Martinez took these pictures. You can see the Tower Bridge downtown. You can also see the Money Store building right there. Some current temperatures out and about, 53 in Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto, 58 degrees. Maryville at 55. Your relative humidity, 69%. Your dew point, 43 degrees. Your winds out of the southwest, 9 miles per hour. And your barometer, 30.01 and rising. Some high temperatures today in Sacramento. We saw 76 degrees. Now, the normal is 79. So just a little bit below that, and we'll be in the mid-70s tomorrow as well. Some other notable, San Francisco, 59, the Tahoe Valley, 57 today, and Marysville, 75 degrees. The sun rising at 5:59 in the morning. Across the nation, now look at the south. It's pretty warm in Brownsville, 79. In Missoula, it's 37, so quite cold there. And the warmth is spawning quite a bit of activity, thunderstorm ranging. We're seeing hail the size of golf balls in certain locations associated with this, all the way from San Antonio up through. This loop will get going. There it goes. Stretching all the way up near Dallas and up near Oklahoma City. Also, we see wind gusts of 80 miles per hour associated with this, too. So if you're traveling to anywhere in the southern portion or in the southeast, you might want to call in those conditions because they could be pretty rough. Temperatures today for us, not too rough. 76 in Sacramento, 74 for Rancho Murieta, Paradise, 70 degrees, and Pollock Pines, a pleasant 60 degrees. Now, what is happening? We do have high pressure out here in the Pacific, and we have low, like we just talked about, up in the Rocky Mountains. And what's going to happen through the work week is this high pressure is going to be working towards the east. And when that does, we're going to see some nice conditions prevail. We'll see the temperatures warming back up into the mid-80s. And all in all, it's going to shape up to be a nice week. We will get some moisture associated with this high wrapping around the top. So tomorrow we're going to see a partly cloudy sky. But then that's going to clear out, and we're going to see nice conditions for the remainder of the week. So tomorrow, for the Bay Area, what you can expect are some patchy low clouds and fog throughout most of the day, and that's going to keep those temperatures along the coast pretty cool. 60 in Monterey, 66 in San Francisco. Inland, you can expect 76 in Antioch, 79 in Fairfield under partly cloudy skies. For the Sacramento Valley, should be a little chilly tonight. Temperatures dipping down into the upper 40s. Then tomorrow, we're going to see a very nice day under partly cloudy skies. The winds out of the northwest 10 to 20. See the temperatures ranging from the mid-70s to the upper 70s, and occasional 80 in Marysville, 79 for Sacramento and Stockton. For the foothills, what you can expect is partly cloudy skies tomorrow. The winds out of the northwest 10 to 20. Tonight, the temperatures are going to get down into the 30s, 39 for Placerville, 38 for Auburn. Then tomorrow, we're going to see the mid to upper 60s, 69 for Placerville, 66 in Georgetown, and 69 for Grass Valley. And if you're traveling to the Sierra tonight, bring the jacket. It's going to be pretty cold, 23 in Truckee, 30 in Tahoe. Then tomorrow we'll see partly cloudy skies. The temperatures ranging from the mid-50s in Tahoe and Truckee to 67 in Pollock Pines, 70 in Yosemite, 68 for Quincy. Tomorrow, your 5-day forecast showing some clouds, but again, that will be mid and high-level cloudiness tomorrow through Tuesday. And then it's going to be nice in the middle of the week. Some breezy conditions, and we'll see temperatures in the mid-80s. Tomorrow we'll see the temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So all in all, very nice. When I take my naps now, I take them outside underneath the sun. We're about that time of year. So go out there and enjoy.
Ready for a siesta.
Exactly.
Looking good this week. Thanks, Phil. We're going to switch now and talk about sports. And you know the saying, practice makes perfect. Hopefully that'll be the case with the Kings.
Yeah, that's right. They practiced for 3 hours today at the Delta Center. We'll have a full report on that coming up next in sports. Stay with us.
Emil's Market at Gottschalk celebrates our 1-year anniversary with a spring sale.
Cuisinart's Grind and Brew 10-cup coffee maker grinds beans and brews automatically. On sale $129.99. And Cuisinart's 4-slice toaster with extra wide slots is on sale at $99.99. All false craft dinnerware and accessories are 30% off. Plus, save more with so many reasons rebates. It's what you need for spring at Emil's Market Anniversary Sale.
Emil's Market at Gottschalk.
You Joe Montana?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play?
Paint's too tough.
Wait here. Grandma, I need your Flexol. Now can you play?
Flexol, strong medicine for tough pain.
Your life is non-stop. That's why you need BAN, the advanced protection of BAN Clear Roll-On, with a unique formula that goes on dryer and leaves no messy white stuff. BAN Clear Roll-On, made to work non-stop just like you. BAN, clearly advanced protection all day long.
It's official. 98-cent clearance centers are changing to Dollar Tree stores. Now you'll find more variety, bigger bargains, and greater value. Because you work hard for your money, Dollar Tree stores works hard for you. Here are a few of the many incredible buys you'll find at Dollar Tree stores.
Shop Dollar Tree stores for incredible $1 values. Save big on a fantastic selection of brand name health and beauty products, food items, garden supplies, toys, and more. $1 or less.
Dollar Tree stores. Because you work hard for your money.
This is a bank run. Everyone's afraid of losing their money with this Y2K problem. Yo, Stretch, your bonus is safe. Go practice some free throws. But don't worry, because everything's fine, especially at your Kia dealer, where Y2K really means yes to Kia. And you can get up to $2,000 cash back on a new Sophia. Hey, Senator, raiding the re-election fund? So get up to $2,000 cash back on a new Sophia at the Yes to Kia sales event. Love your commercials. Must be socking it away.
Kragen has the new Blue Coral self-wash power system that connects right to your garden hose. And a complete line of top-quality Autolite remanufactured starters and alternators. More brands, more parts. Kragen, the place to start for parts.
KOVR 13 Sports, brought to you by Kragen.
Welcome back. The Kings are back in action tomorrow night at the Delta Center. Today they held a very intense practice. John Hank was there, and he has the latest for us.
Here's Malone at the right elbow. Fires over Weber. Knocks it down. Malone.
Figure this way. 1 hour of practice for every 10 points they lose by. They lose by 30. 3 hours of practice. That's the Kings' day at the Delta Center. And most of those 3 hours spent not on the court, rather staring at a TV.
3 hours here, JB. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. We had to watch the film, the horror film.
From game one.
From game one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't pretty.
What you hope is they take it to heart. They look and they learn. Because one thing has to change if the Kings are going to get back in this series with the Jazz.
Defense is where it's at, right, Coach?
Well, that's where you're going to win in the playoffs if you have a chance. You know, we're not the greatest defensive team, but we're better than we were last night.
Foster sets the pick. Stockton pulls up with the left elbow. 16-footer is routine.
We're not, a great defensive team, but it's all up here. So we know that's our biggest minus.
And you want to play the game that got you here, right?
Oh, yeah. We're not going to change nothing. Just a few things we got to change defensively, but we're still going to be the Kings that everybody knows we are.
Which is?
Let's get it done.
Ball fake inside from Jason. Frees up behind the Vlade pick. Going for 3 more. Top of the circle. He bangs it down.
Your dad's Vernon Maxwell. What does your dad have to do different tomorrow night in game 2?
Shoot more threes and drive more to the hole.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you tell your dad that?
Yes.
Should we go tell your dad that?
Yes.
You want to go tell your dad that?
Yes.
Well, let's go find your dad right now, all right?
Monday game, shoot more threes and drive to the hole.
Well,
Yeah, that's what he always tell me, shoot more threes and drive to the hole. So I'm looking forward to Monday. I can't wait.
Battle for the rebound. Stojakovic out to Max. Fires for three. He's got the bucket, and the Kings are staying alive.
Again, the goal remains the same, coming out of this two-game set with one victory, which would give the Kings home court advantage going back to Sacramento on Wednesday night. But whether or not that's still in reach, whether or not the team can get over their 30-point loss to the Jazz in the series opener, the answers will come in Game 2 on Monday night. With the Kings in Salt Lake City, John Hank, KOVR 13 Sports.
Thanks, John. We head down to L.A. now for the Lakers and the Rockets, and Glenn Rice is getting hot at the right time. He goes for three, and he's got it. He had a game-high 29, and the Lakers led at the half 52-41, but this one would end up being close. There's a minute left. Akeem Olajuwon gets the hoop and the foul here. 198 Houston, and it looks like they've got this one wrapped up. 10 seconds left. Scottie Pippen has the ball, but he loses it. Derek Fisher dives on it, and the Rockets end up sending Kobe Bryant to the line. He makes both shots there, giving L.A. a 1-point lead, but the Rockets still have one last chance. Coutinho Mobley drives to the basket, and Shaq is there for the huge block, and the Lakers win 101-100. We stay out west for Game 1 between San Antonio and Minnesota. Kevin Garnett sinks the jumper, and it's a 1-point game, 52-51, but the Spurs will pull away. Tim Duncan off the miss here, doing a little Duncan. He had 26 points and 12 boards, and the crowd was chanting MVP. Spurs end up winning this one, 99-86. We head out to the east now for the Magic and the Sixers. Allen Iverson gave Mom a sweet kiss before he went out and scored a game-high 30 points. Nothing but the net. Now, the Magic hung around for a while in this one. Look at Darryl Armstrong here with a great dunk, but the Sixers ended up being too tough. They win it 104-90, and the Indiana Pacers topped the Milwaukee Bucks 110-88. Now to baseball, we head over to San Francisco where the Giants took on the Brewers, and look who it is. It's going to be Mark Gardner. He returned to the mound today for the Giants. He's been out since April 16th with a shoulder injury. He only allowed 2 runs and 5 hits in 5 innings today. Run scores here, 1-0 Brewers. We go to the 8th now. The Brewers are up by a run. Hideo Nomo was making his first start of the year. Giants are trying to come back, but look at that catch by Marquise Grissom. Wow. The Brewers go on to win this game 3-2. Now to the National League scoreboard. The Dodgers lose at home 6-4. Philadelphia tops Colorado by 2 runs. Arizona stops New York 11-6. San Diego shuts out Atlanta 5-0. Cincinnati gets a win over Chicago 8-5. Pittsburgh tops St. Louis, and Montreal beats Houston 4-2. Now let's go out to Chicago where these kids took their mom to a baseball game. The A's were taking on the White Sox. Matt Starris at the plate. He hits a chopper up the middle. A run comes in, and the A's go up 2-0. Now Mike Oquist was on the mound for the A's, and he pitched a great game, and Oakland goes on to shut out Chicago 3-0. Now here's a look at the scores from around the American League. It was the Yankees over the Mariners 6-1. Boston tops Anaheim 4-2. Texas beats Toronto by 5. Cleveland wins at home by a run. Baltimore shuts out Detroit, and Kansas City tops Minnesota 7-2. Well, let's head out to Boston. The Sabres took on the Bruins, and that is why Dominic Hasek is the NHL's best goalie. A great save there. He almost had a shutout today. Now let's look at the other scores from around the NHL. The Sabres go on to win Game 2, 3-1. The series is now split at 1 game apiece. Detroit shuts out Colorado 4-0. Steve Yzerman had 2 goals, and Toronto tops Pittsburgh 4-2. And we also want to mention that Hale Irwin won a tournament today on the Senior PGA Tour by getting an eagle on the very last hole.
Ooh,
incredible shot.
Good deal. We should also say that Vernon Maxwell's son probably has a future in coaching.
Yeah,
Just
no
want to
kidding.
throw that out
Great,
there.
wasn't
Isn't he cute? Well, seniors and students were having a ball in Ohio. Coming up, we'll show you what made this night so special.
Oh gosh, we have a blast shopping together.
Oh, you have too much gray. Gray and purple. Put that back.
I think I know more about fashion than Erin does.
Here, this looks cute, but you don't need a small, that's for sure. She can go through the same rack and pick out something I missed, and it'll look great on me.
This would go good with those khaki shorts you have.
She's a little bossy, but I take it. You see the little capri pants?
Yeah, those are cute.
We go in there for one item. The card's full.
Come out with 30.
Yeah.
I can look good and still save money. That's where Walmart comes in. Oh my gosh, look at your card. It looks like your bedroom.
Or your car.
I wouldn't call Charlie's parents overprotective, but maybe Charlie would.
If one pad's good, 2 pads are even better.
Ouch!
His parents just want to make sure he's on the go safely.
Don't forget to buckle up.
So it figures they'd get a Ford Taurus.
Does he have enough pads on?
The only car in its class to earn a 5-star government front crash test rating.
Be careful!
I wouldn't say they're overprotective.
Other way! Other way!
They're just parents. Ford Taurus, built for California, built to last.
Eyes of a puppy dog, lips made for sin. You're not dreaming. I'm for real. We got a call.
Hello.
Louis?
Yeah?
Want to get away? Southwest has your ticket to freedom with Southwest Airlines fun fares that begin at $39.
You are now free to move about the country.
Today you will play many roles. Some you will choose. Some will be chosen for you. At AirTouch, we understand. That's why we're introducing the AirTouch Promise. A 6-point commitment to help you do more of what you want to do while doing what you need to do. So if you want to live today on your terms, now you can.
Punk rock? Classic rock. Ear rock? Classic rock. Wimpy rock? Classic rock. Moon rock. There are all kinds of rock, but in Sacramento, there's only one classic rock with no wimpy top 40 oldies. 96.9 The Eagle, 100% classic rock.
It's that time of year again, senior ball. And this year in Ohio, there was some serious competition for dance partners. This is no ordinary senior ball. It's a very special dance where the participants are real seniors. College students from Bowling Green University took residents of Wood County Nursing Home for a spin around the dance floor.
My partner, right there he is, and he's a cutie. I don't know if I should have said that.
Her husband came over to me and said, "Get away." You know, that's my girl.
Go ahead and say it. He is a cutie. Now, don't worry, there were no fights at this ball, just the young at heart enjoying each other and some good old-fashioned fun. We're so happy out there. That's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night and a great week ahead.
Good night.
This week, fortune hunter